Huh. Uh, I Hi everybody. This is our Jooltool live segment. So if you're watching a replay of this, this is a live segment. So what you're about to see is unedited. So hang on. Um, I am Anie. I created this little Jooltool machine right here, and I'm going to show some new things that you probably didn't know it could do. So today's segment is all about polishing your things that you have. Jewelry, we're going to do some jewelry pieces. Yes, don't get me wrong, we're going to get those. Cleaning up jewelry, polishing, how to get into nooks and crannies. So I'll be showing how to do nooks and crannies is a good kind of headline for today's segment. How to get into hard to reach areas. So I'll be using both the Jooltool and I'll be using the flexible shaft to show you how to achieve some of this stuff. So I've actually have some larger items here on my bench. So I've collected through the years. I don't know, people give me things. I have a silver tray down here. You guys see that nasty silver tray? I have a spoon. I don't know what this is, but all I know is they are super ugly, tarnished, and who wants that? We're going to show how to revive them, give them life in a high polish, and I'll show you some cool texturing because we'll be using some of the scrubby wheels and the Scotch-Brites. So stay tuned. It's really going to be informational because I know that these little things will show some ideas that you never even thought were possible. I didn't have any really plan for today, and I said, you know, there's a lot of stuff that people could use the Jooltool for with things laying around that you just are so ugly. And I'll be even showing my own personal items from my house. Look what happens after a while with silver. It just gets really ugly, and I'll show you how to do those. So it's going to be really, really quick. We're going to be using a lot of the brushes. So things that you see down here is what I'm going to be using a lot. The scrubbies, Scotch-Brite. I'll be using some Trizac, but for the most part, this whole region is stuff we're going to use. I'll even try to pop in some of the smaller bristles and our mini Scotch-Brite items. So you guys, I have some new Scotch-Brite items coming your way. I've got cone-shaped, these tubed, these balls, and we even have the larger ones. Check this out. Come in. So these will be up on my website this week, if not by tonight. We have a new sale that's going to be launching today. It's a good sale. It's called my Customer Appreciation Sale during this quarantine time. So it's like a quarantine kind of sale to say thank you to everybody who has been supporting us, and we want to give back. And so it will be launching after this show. So you guys, so the VIP sale is over. So you guys, let's get started. I don't know which one I'm going to do first. So if you guys see anything on the table that you guys like, show me this, show me that. It's like one of those jewelry channels, like, you know, the spinning wheel. Show me number 10. Just ask and I'll do it. So I'm just going to keep going and show you guys different things to do. But first I want to show you how the brushes work. So I'm going to actually take this gorgeous looking piece. It's beautiful. I don't even know what it is, but all I know is it's so disgusting and dirty. I'm going to polish it. So I'm going to show mainly how to get into the crevices, how to bring it up to a high polish and whatnot. So you guys, let's just play a little bit on certain areas. I'm not going to do the whole thing. You know, if you see one leg, you get the idea about the other two. If you see one side of the head, you can see the other idea. So it goes on. So I'll be doing that. I'll be doing a bangle. I'll be doing the crevices of this stamp. So let's keep moving. So at first, let's go ahead and see what we can accomplish by cleaning up. So do I have the upper feet? Just to clean up around the feet because it looks gross. And I want to show you guys how I'll do that. I'm actually going to grab like a 400 grit brush. This is brass, so I don't worry about any kind of plating. Well, I hope I don't have to worry. And I'm just gonna run it at full speed, and I'm gonna show you different techniques. So I'm gonna. Uh, hey, Kat. Hey, Claire. Hey, Linda. Janice, Nicole. Hey, guys. Who, Karen? Carol. Hey, Carol, you guys. Oh, Linda Moore. Linda. Glenda. Oh, Glenda. Okay, so you guys see how it got in there already? Thank you, Kat. I love your comments, Kat. You always make it sound so good. So I just want you guys to be mindful. Since it's rotating in this direction, that way, you know, you don't want to go always in that. So keep any kind of loosey-goosey items pointed in the direction of the wheel. So you guys see that? So you hold it there, glide. Don't push. It'll do it. If you see that you need more, like in that area, I don't know what that is. Looks like some disgusting solder. You know, go to a heavier grit. You know, if you have a really tight spot, you guys, and you feel like the bristles aren't getting in, go slow the speed down so the bristles become more like flexible. So you see how they kind of like flutter? So they kind of get in there a little bit more. Oh, see, I was able to get there in there a little way more. You see that? So you know, these are the 3-inch wheels, and that's kind of impressive. Okay, so let's keep going. I don't need that slow speed anymore. So I'm just gonna keep going, get around. So that's that. Can polish the whole thing. Look at that. Gets into all those crevices. Glenda wants to see the Scotch-Brite cluster. Yes. Okay, I will show you. That's I actually have something really pretty that'll work on. So that is the cleanup of the 4. Okay, so if you have something gross, I don't know what that looks like, something disgusting. So I'm just gonna grab a scrubby and call it a day. Oh no, Leslie, you're so cute. Leslie says that she was working on her Jooltool today and then almost missed the show. Well, you're forgiven. But glad you caught it. Do you guys see how that's so scrubby? Like, damn, scrubby. Don't mess with the scrubby. So that's cool. I mean, hell, you can even keep going. And if you want to clean up all of that disgustingness, the scrubby is a way to go. So, like, let's say I wanted to do a polish and I didn't feel like going through basically all the steps of the brushes. Guess what? Just pop your felt wheel on. Hey, Francesca! Ooh, the Makery. Amazing jewelry instructor, Francesca Watson. If you haven't heard of her, check her out. So check this out. Look, you just polished that little tip right there. Look at that. Ooh la la. You guys see? I'm just gliding right through. Wow. That was some nastiness. Wow. No, no, Debbie, you didn't. You're not late. Hi, Debbie. Hope you're doing good. I'm so happy to hear such good news about how you're feeling. We're almost the same height now, Debbie. Okay, so you guys right there. Let me wipe this. I'm looking for my brown. So you guys. Dude, who gave you a Jooltool vacuum? Okay, so you guys, you can polish that up really quick. If you wanted to get into these nooks and crannies, you're gonna, oh, you love that vacuum, Francesca. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. So just to clean that up before someone says, how do you do that? That's a 400 grit finish. You guys see that? If you guys need heavier, you can always go up the ladder. Here's a 220 grit. But I just want to show you guys how pretty that shine was. Oh, I got some of the 400 grit on it. But whatever. You guys get the idea, right? You guys get the idea of how this all polishes. There. Done. So next step is, so someone just asked how to use, so this is our cluster wheel. If you can see, it's way thicker than your scrubby, just to give you an idea. It's like a few scrubbies in one. So this one I actually have custom made by 3M, and this is really good for, let's say you want, this is really gross. Let's say I want like a texture that is super straight, like I call it the straight line texture. And it has a very long lifespan. This is a 3M Scotch-Brite material, so it's really, really durable. So look at how, okay, so we saw this before. Before it's nasty. Watch how this will clean it up in one shot. Like let's say you didn't even want to use the Scotch-Brite, but like, do you see the directional satin finish? That's what you get with this. And the sand finish changes if you change the speed. You want to show the side view? Okay, then I'll stay here. I'll pretend I'm doing something. There you go. You guys see that? So you guys really get that straight satin finish. So you guys really get that straight satin finish. You guys see that? And you know, if you want to clean up the rest, you can. Yes. Okay, so the coarser, okay, so the question is, the coarser grit brushes would be these. And we just got a question where it said, how would the coarser grade brushes work with, what's it called, wire jewelry? Yarrow. How would the things work? So I have a piece of wire jewelry. Just give me a second. I just want you guys to know something, that wire jewelry, you know, depending on what gauge you're using, they're usually very fragile. And if you use any of these colors, 220, 120, or 80 grit, it's going to eat the wire. It's too aggressive to use on wire. To be honest with you, the only things I use on wire is maybe two brushes and my felt. So for example, I'm going to show you. So they want to know on wire jewelry what brushes to use, and this is what I use all the time. So give me a second. Let me pull up a better example of wire jewelry. Yes, Kat, you are darn correct on that. You should use the green brush. Jooltool.com. No, I'm kidding. So this is the only wired piece I could find right now, and I have a bunch of it, but I don't know where they are. So the green is exceptional, and I use the green all the time. But I'm going to show you something else. So the green, okay, do the overhead. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so you guys see it's dull. After a while, wire, even while you're working on it, after bending it and bending it and bending it with your plier, the wire gets dull. So I always recommend to do two things. So it's lovely. So if you have like a little curly cue, follow through this direction and polish it up. You can get really pretty polishes. Over the stone is lovely, all that good stuff. But let's say that it looks a little kind of nasty after a while. I recommend touching it up with my felt wheel. And you know how you guys kind of smash this in between to get it super flat, like if it's a bracelet. Oh my god, I had a bracelet. I think that bracelet was done by no. Does anyone know where my copper bracelet is? It's okay. I'll show it on another video if I find it. It's a wired wrapped copper. So just let me show you guys real quick. Put some compound on. Thanks, Yarrow. Yarrow's looking for it amongst my gazillion junk. But do you guys see how it really popped? It takes all those little nastiness chunks off. Do you see the fluidity? So even if you didn't like make your wire like super, like you know how you guys coil it up right next to each other and you want it dead flat, I always show you guys how to cheat. So if it's not completely flat, you just go up against the felt wheel and boom, all of them are even. Did you guys know that? I do that at trade shows all the time. I make everyone's not so pretty wire wrap come out beautiful. And so after the felt, I really recommend hitting it with the green brush, and all is well, no compound, no nothing, and you're good to go. So that was a good one. I love how the whole segment is going in another direction. Yes, question. So we have a question. Ding, ding, ding. Hi, Heidi. Yes, so, ow, I just hit my head on the lamp. Okay, so you guys, I've been wanting to show you guys a proper way to polish a chain. So I'm going to show you a few different ways. So let's say that the chain is fine, it's just dull, and I just want to get into all these grooves and just polish this or polish the clasp. You know, the brushes are a safe way to polish, but let me show you. Are you a little bit out? Let me show you out. So I have a few rules. Actually, no. The close one is good, but give me the shot. I got to show them how to hold this. So I'm going to show you a proper way to hold your chain. So whatever chain you guys have, please remember, the Jooltool is one of the safest ways to polish a chain. I kid you not, you guys. I have a horror story where I literally wrapped it around on another machine, on a big buffing machine. I had it wrapped around something really nice and tight, and I was polishing it, and then, I don't know, you guys, what happened. It just swallowed it, and it grabbed it, and it flicked it, and it popped all the lights. It broke the lights, and then this started shooting out, like broke apart in tons of pieces and shooting out like bullets, and I ran for cover. It was on another machine. So I ran, and my dad came and turned the machine off because I ran for my life. But the Jooltool is not going to do that for you guys, but I'm going to give you guys some great tips to avoid any kind of little issue. So, you see it's hangy? Hold the hangy. You don't like anything loosey-goosey. No one likes anything wobbly and loosey anyways. So, the secret is holding it. I call it my 1-inch rule, and you pinch. You pinch. You know how when your kid back in the day was annoying and you couldn't really make a big scene and you would pinch that kid and she'd go, shut up. That kind of pinch we're talking about. I never did anything like that. I don't know. I've heard stories. But, so you pinch. So you got to use your fingers and pinch. You got to make sure you're secure. And so once you pinch and you have the 1-inch rule, you apply, stay on me, you go and press up against it. And when you need to now get off and pivot, get off the wheel, pivot, pinch again your 1-inch and go to town and do whatever you want. Again, stop, reload, and start again. You don't want to ever pivot while on it. That's not good. You want to step away from the wheel, pivot, and then pinch and go back. So this is what I'm going to be doing. So you guys just remember, hold it. You're on the overhead? Okay, this is good. Well, I thought you could show the angle. They don't really need to see. Okay, so I'm going to pinch it. You guys see my 1-inch rule. So you hold it. You see how secure I am? And now I can go whatever I want, wherever, and then I have control to pull it. So that's why I kind of want to decide that shot, Yarrow. So that shot, oh wow, it's so pretty. Look at shiny. So you guys, okay, so perfect. So I'm going to now let go, pivot, adjust, now pinch. Now I'm going to hold it again and go to town, get into all those nooks and crannies. You guys see that? You can twist it around, but again, away from, whenever you're going to make any kind of adjustments, do it off of the wheel and twist. There you go. But do you see how I have control? It doesn't want to swallow it up. I have control. Ha, 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 ha. You see? I have control. So you guys, this is my rule now. If there is a nick on something and you want to use the felt wheel, the same rule applies. So I'm going to switch it up. So that was with the green brush. Now, let's say I want to use my felt wheel and polish something out, or the same scenario with a Scotch-Brite if you have like a little nick or whatever and you want to polish. Just get it going. Give yourself something. And again, I'm going to hold it, pinch it. Huh? And then I'm just going to roll. Get rid of any kind of nastiness that you want to get rid of. I don't know what it is. But do you see how everything is nice and secure and safe? So the see-through wheel is not gonna grab anything. It'll just drop to the ground. So that's the lovely part about the Jooltool see-through wheel. This is the safest way to work on any piece. This is just gonna drop to the ground. So there you go. Look at how pretty that is. See? So if you're working on it, work on it. But again, gravity is going to want it to drop to the ground. So nothing's going to be coming at you. Nothing's going to go anywhere. So does that help answer the question, Heidi? Because Heidi wanted to know how to polish the chain. And if it's a thinner chain, because this is a little bigger, don't have a thinner chain. But if that's the case, again, as long as you hold it secure. Oh, I have a Figaro. Oh, that was the Figaro that flew and kind of went crazy. So the Figaro is nice because you have some flatter spots. So if you want to polish some of the flatter spots, the same scenario applies. 1-inch rule, hold it there, polish, lovely, lovely. You guys see that? I just polished that one spot. You guys see that? If you want to polish the side, by all means. So much easier with so much control than doing it with like a little flex shaft. You know, flex shaft, you guys, has its advantages. And I'm going to show you some advantages with the flex shaft in the coming videos. I was just talking to the owner of Fordham this morning, you guys. He's a very good friend of mine. So I was talking to the owner of Fordham this morning, and they're like, well, Anie, haven't you been all over Facebook? And I'm like, yes, I have. So word got around that I was showing off his hammer handpiece. Remember this I showed the other day when we were doing the bezel? And I said yes. So I told him I'm going to demonstrate how to use all of his new tools, how to do it properly. And I'm going to sit on the bench. That's why I have a new chair sitting right here. I'm going to show you guys. No, it's okay. You don't have to show the chair, Yara. I just want you guys to know in the upcoming videos, I'm going to show you how a lot of his hand pieces and a lot of the bits, what they're used for. Some of my favorites. Some, not so much, but there's a lot of good stuff, and he's got some good products that I'd like to show you. So those are upcoming. Just so I thought throw out there. He's a lovely guy, you guys, just so you know. The owner of Fordham, I love him. We had so much fun. We were together in Mexico in October. Very nice. Okay, so you guys, that was the chain. What else was I doing? We did wire wrap. We did a chain. Oh, let me just show you real quick. If you have some silverware, this is really nasty. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's discolored. Oh. It's coming in right now. Okay, so the overhead shot, it's my tongue. It's from my own collection. This is back. This is like old. Okay, so what? Okay, so someone said that Nicole, yes, the Jooltool has an auto stop function. In the event that something would get caught, the machine will stop. However, I do not recommend you trigger that. That's kind of like a airbag. You don't want to set that off too many times. So I'm going to use my green brush, and I'm going to gently hold it up against this, and you guys can see how quickly it removes the tarnish. Can you guys see that? That's like not a joke. That's ridiculous. And it's in a hard to reach area, so I kind of wanted to get in there. You guys see that? Just want to leave a before and after. What? Okay, yeah. So it's focused. It's focused. It's focused. So yeah, so we're at like before, after. Wow. So that was just with the 1 micron. And then again, if you want to get into like the nooks and crannies, it's really nice. Just glide right over. You see that? Just really, really quick gets into all those little nooks and crannies. Whatever you have, just so you know, the green brush is really nice. I'm using a green brush that's a 6-ply. just so you know. And that's that. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. You get the idea. What else would I want to show you? I have a, while I figure this out, who wants to see, oh, I can show you how to clean something large that you wouldn't necessarily bring to the Jooltool. So you can do this in two different methods. Oh, while I have the mini scratch eraser, let me show you guys what this does. A lot of people asked about this yesterday. I cleaned the inside of this ring's nasty solder joint. Oh wow, can you get that, Yarrow? Put what behind it? Oh, there it is. There. Wow. Okay, so in there is what I polished. This was a disgusting, hold on, let me turn it around in that same spot. There was a really bad seam of solder here. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it was really thin, the shank. You guys see that? But I was able to use the scratch eraser to clean the inside of the solder with this little bad boy. So this is the same material as like your Scotch-Brite wheels. Oh, thanks, Yara. Right there. So I just want to touch on that before I take it off. So if you have like an area that's kind of hard to reach, you know, whether it's on the outside of a ring, like you really want to get into a really tight spot, it's really great at getting into tight spots. Of course, the inside of a ring, oh God, this is so nasty, this one. But it's nice to clean it up really, really quick if you don't have the inside ring mandrel. Wow, that cleaned it up really pretty. You guys see that? Leslie, yes, Leslie. Okay, so Leslie is asking if she wants to polish a larger what? Like a silver vase. I'm going to show you guys. If you can't bring the item to the Jooltool, this is what I was about to show you. You can do two things. You can either put a flex shaft on your Jooltool and put the larger wheels on a flex shaft. And hold on. So our handpiece will open up, unlike any other handpiece on the market. Ours is all in one, baby, where it'll hold something as skinny as a 3/32 and it'll hold something as big as a 1/4 inch mandrel. Do you guys see how big that sucker is? So it'll go in here, and like our new ones that are coming, if you want to clean up anything large, the new ones also will be fitting in here, by the way. Anyways, let's keep going. Thank you, Yarrow. Yarrow liked that demonstration. Okay. So you can do, okay, I'm going to show you two different ways to do it. So you can get the quick screw adapter, and you can put your brushes on here. You can turn this bad boy on, and you can clean something like this tray. Do you guys see this tray? You guys see how lovely it is? It's gorgeous. So like you can clean something like this. Oh wow, it's gross. And it'll, wow. Look at that. So it cleans up, where am I? Where am I? I just did this area right here. Right there. So to clean up any kind of grossness that it has. And, or if you feel like you need something heavier, you can change from the 1 micron to the 6 micron. This kind of, if it's really bad like mine, just depending on how plated it is, be mindful of the plating. You can clean up a little bit more crap a little faster. Oh my God, this is so corroded, you guys. It's not even funny. You just hold it like this. Look at that. Oh, mama. Hello. That is nuts. So I just did it right there. That is crazy polish. You can see it. You don't even have to zoom in. So, and then you can follow through with the green brush. Now, I'm going to show you, if you guys don't have a flex shaft, show you another alternative to use. your Jooltool. Hold on, let me put this down. Got trays. I was supposed to sit and do this demo. So much for that. So your Jooltool, as you can see, I have it sitting here on its side. If you push the button, it lifts up off of its base, and you can just pull it right off. So to see what you're doing, you can also pull that hood off. I'm going to do this. And you can put that same, where's that wheel? Hold on, guys. This is live. Live! Coming to you from sunny California. Los Angeles, baby. So now, look. So the Jooltool, you guys, you know you have a little handle. Some people don't know, but you do. It's a cute little carrying purse, you guys. So you guys can sit. Oh God, I have no room here. Let me put you guys here. So you guys can sit, and you don't have to use the handle per se. It's very grippable. So it's got 4 corners where it's grippable. So if you guys want, let me do this to show you guys what I'm doing. You can actually work on it in this method. So you don't have to use the flex shaft. Just don't push hard. Just don't push hard. The weight of the machine will actually do enough work for you. You know what I mean? Get that corner. You can get MacGyver it. Woo! Look at us. You guys see that? So this is the section I did right here. Right here. Just little section right there. Yeah. Just that section. It was like ugly before. You see that? So there. So you clean that up. So you can do it while using your Jooltool sitting down. I got tired. I'm sitting down. So that's also, and another cool thing you can do, I don't know if you guys know this, but you can put the Jooltool buff. Here's my buff. Here. Jooltool buff. Clean, the clean one. Yes, I had it on full speed. The question was, did I run this at full speed? The answer is yes. Yeah, sometimes I zip through things, so if you guys have a question on those little details, just ask me and I'll stop. So, yes, so this, you guys, this little thing, Sears, you remember Sears? Still around. Sears buyer wanted to use the Jooltool with my buff and my Jooltool compound as a headlight polishing kit. I promise you not. This is what they wanted to do. Because with my compound and my buff, you can polish the headlights on your car. I actually have a YouTube video. Just search Jooltool headlight, and you can watch me do my dad's Honda Accord right there on the Saturday afternoon, where my dad says, Anie, polish my headlights. And I'm like, Dad, it's a Saturday. Can I relax? No, just polish them. I'm like, okay, fine. Then he had me go around the whole car polishing every little nick he had made. Anyways, long story, guys. So I hope that answers some little other questions that you had on your Jooltool, things that you didn't know you could do. And then if you're going to pop it back on your Jooltool, you guys, here, let me show you guys how to put the hood back on. Hold on. So remember, I've showed you guys, whoever bought the little hood cover, remember the little visor on the Jooltool? Just remember how to put it on. You just open the sides, push that center, and the 2 sides just pop right in. There you go. Yes. Oh, good. So then you just pop it in the back 2 pins, and it clicks right back into place. Look at that. She's so cute and sexy. Look at that. Variable speed. Okay. So, guys, then we have some textured pieces. Someone asked me how to polish something here. Look, you guys. Something that is weird. It's just got it's got little dimples in it. It's tarnished. How are you going to polish that? I'm going to show you 2 different ways to do that. So before doing any kind of Scotch-Brite, if it had deep scratches, I would use the scratch eraser. If I had some scratches, I would use a scratch eraser. But for the most part, I really think my felt wheel can handle it. So if I turn it up, give myself some compound, watch real quick, you guys. I can hold it there and get a polish come up. See how I push that compound away? It's like you push the gray away. You guys see that? You see how now those little I was gonna call them pimples, those little dimples. Now those little dimples, I will combat with my green polishing brush. Now, but before I do it, you guys, to preserve your polishing brush from getting mucked up with some compound, give it a little wipe real quick to kind of get rid of any kind of excess compound. I mean, you don't have to get crazy, but there is some chunky monkey stuff there. But this will push it away. So at full speed, look at how it'll get into a lot of the nooks and crannies and do all the extra work that I don't want to do for me. You see that? See how it got into all those little dimples? Does that help answer that? And this is a hollow little sucker, you know, just to give you an idea. You see that? Okay, so I hope that helped. This is really great to push off compound, by the way. And if you need to clean this up, remember, grab some water with a washcloth, run it around slow speed, hold it like so, and clean it up. I really recommend a washcloth, not a blue towel. But do you guys see how dirty mine is? Oh, wow, you're really dirty. And then touch it up with some dry cloth. You see that? There's still even metal particles. Okay, next step. Hope that was helpful. Was that helpful, guys? What else? Oh, polishing into grooves, you guys? Any other questions? Why are you guys laughing? What are you guys saying out there in Facebook or YouTube land? Okay, so you guys, just real quick, if I wanted to polish a section of this, you see how it kind of gets into really details? I mean, yeah, I can use the larger 3-inch, but it might skip a section. Look, you know, it might skip some sections. Yeah, go ahead. Keep. We have a question coming in. While I hear it, I'll keep going. No, hold on. I'm going to answer a question right now. Just real quick, you guys, you see how I was able to get into all those nooks and crannies with the 2-inch size? I couldn't do it with the 3-inch, but do you see how I was able to do that with the 2-inch? So I'll keep going. Okay, so we have a question about these brushes. Are they safe unplated? Now, if you're talking about plated silverware, you can actually go back. If you're talking about plated silverware, the ones that I would use only are these two, the peach and the green. And I would do a test section with the peach just to make sure, because you don't know how heavy that plating layer is, you know. But this is always going to be your safe bet. But if you have any kind of plating, you need to stay away from all the other colors. No. It'll take off the plating. So those are great for removing the plating, but not for anything else. So again, we're going to have to use see how the 4-inch will cover a large surface area, but it won't get into those really details, you guys. That's the 3-inch. Now the 2-inch, just show you so you can see the comparison, is so. And they're stiffer. And what's cool is you can adjust them to even get thinner if you really need them to get into a hard to reach area. Did you know you guys can layer these? So the thinnest I would recommend is to go a 2-ply. This is a 4-ply. And I like them as a 4-ply because they really get into what they're supposed to do. With the 6-ply, they're not as they don't get into nooks and crannies as good as a 6-ply. So I really recommend the 4-ply. I only sell the 4-ply on my website because I don't want you guys to get something that will not benefit you. And so that's that. Then, yes, go ahead. Oh, so we have another question, which is a good question, actually. Let me go ahead and repeat that. So the question is, what other, oh, see, that's pretty. But you see how the edges are still dull? So I would have to use this. Um, the question is would you clean up any other wheels besides the brushes? The only other wheels, and you see me do this a lot, is cleaning up, like, let's say my diamond wheels. This is a diamond wheel, diamond. But do you see how from our last episode, I don't remember. Oh, we worked on the Larimar. So this is Larimar. So remember when we worked on that Larimar? If you have some water, this is water. Look at how it just cleans it up really quick. You guys see that? Look. You see how it cleaned it up? So I recommend the diamond to be cleaned up. Nothing else would get gross. Nothing else. And I don't recommend like dunking them in water. It's not like you have to put them through your, dishwasher, for crying out loud. Just a little wipe and you're good to go. Does that help? That was the answer to the question. That's a good question. I love you guys. I love these questions. You guys have me here at your disposal. I mean, I can help, and that's one thing that everyone was saying. They're like, Anie, we're so happy you're doing these videos because you know what all of these are good for, what the benefits are. Oh, let me do the center. Hold on. You see? That other one didn't catch the center. You see how these catch the center? Oh, I love it. You can see that? Damn right, Heidi. You got to do all of it. You can't just do a section. But honestly, if you don't let it get so crappy like mine, you don't have to suffer. You can just zip through really quick with the green brush. It's only when your silver gets really, really, really tarnished. Thank you. I'm so glad I was helpful. So if you have something that's dull and rough, this was just from a raw stamp, you can take it to a polish using the brushes. You guys see that? And if it's even rougher than this, I would go coarser into this family. But do you guys see that? I hope this was helpful. Yeah? So before, after using the brushes. Okay. So I used both the 2-inch and the 3-inch sizes. Okay, front cam. All right. What else you guys got for me? I'm here for you. Anie at your service. Let me put those. Oh, you guys. If you guys haven't picked up, I'm on a easy organizing journey here. You guys have like almost taken all my inventory of my organizers. So the Jooltool organizers, you guys, just let me show you real quick. I got this question again. What's the difference on the sizes? I just want to show you guys. This is the long size. You can put 3 of the 4 inches in one little section. But again, these are removable. Look here, let me pull one out. They snap. They have a little groove. Great. Now I'm going to take that off. I can't put it back in. So do you guys see how they're removable? I'll just pop that back in. Okay, there you go. Then you can also use the 4-inch and the 3-inch in the same manner. You can even fit another 3-inch in there. Does that help? Okay, so that's the long, as they call it. And then this is the medium size. Just to give you an idea of the different sizes. Now, yes, the medium is a little smaller. Let me show you that. But it's great for categorizing things. Like this has a lot of the items that are found in my soft stone kit. And then I have another one that I don't know, I mixed up. That is the harder stone kit with the brown diamonds. So I kind of like having them separated. It's a matter of preference. And these also will hold the 4-inch sizes, by the way. Yes, so they're available in 1-pack, 2-pack, 3-pack, and these are cool too. These are our acrylic see-through ones. These are great, but remember, it'll only hold the 3-inch sizes. I love them because you can see right through them. As you can see, I kind of moved one. I was shoving more in one. I was showing how you can remove these, and you can put them in any kind of slot you want and fill them whatever, however you want to do them. But I like them because they're acrylic and they're really affordable. The acrylic ones are pricey little suckers. So and I wanted to compare it. They wanted to compare the size of this versus the medium. Hold on. And honestly, I've taken some home and I've actually organized some of my stuff at home with these. So my kids are laughing at me because I love to be organized, but I just hate the process, you guys. It's like I get so nervous. It's like I almost have to drink, like have a shot of vodka or something just to ease that edge. I know that sounds so wrong of me, but it's so true. But these are the lazy person's way to organize, you guys. Trust me on this. I am the lazy person that doesn't like to organize, but I love to be organized. It's lovely once you're organized. So, yeah, and no, don't even bother, Yarrow, right now. Just stay on me. So I've actually taken these home. I'm using these in my bathroom, and I actually have some in my kitchen. I've actually used it to store some of my what is it? My spices. Because instead of keep grabbing a little spice jar, I put all my favorite spice jars in one. And so when I pull it out of the cabinet, this is very durable, by the way, really durable, very nice and sturdy. They're all there, so I don't have to keep going back. And then once I'm done, I just plop it back, so I don't have to keep putting all my little jars back. So you guys think more outside the box than just your disc. You can use these for other things in your home. They're really great and very durable. Very good manufacturer I have. So let me go. Yeah. So that was that question. Okay. Another question. Okay. So Lisa asked, can she use the wheels that are meant for polymer clay, for example, on metals? So the polymer clay wheels are considered the microfinishing films. Now, microfinishing films can be used on metal. Yes, they can. The problem is they really have to be cleaned before you use your polymer clay. But yes, they work beautifully on metal. I said this when I was working on the polymer clay piece. Let me show you guys what I mean. So I just was working on polymer clay with this. You guys see this? So this is the microfinishing film. Yeah, so hold on. Let me get rid of. So you see how there's some. Oh, so these are also good to clean, by the way. So the microfinishing films too. So we actually had some polymer clay we were working on. These also clean lovely with some water. Do you guys see that? And we're back to a fresh microfinishing film. So I'm going to use this and show you guys what it looks like on metal. It's really pretty, you guys. The finish is so smooth. So here's a nasty piece. You guys see that? Right? So watch, and I have it at slow speed. You really don't need this at high speed. But just to give you an idea of how quick it smooths something down, it's really delicious, you guys. The only problem is you really have to be very light touch. It's okay, Yarrow. It's fine. They can see it. You guys see that compared to that really nastiness. So they work really nice. And what manufacturers love about these, so you can see if I used it lightly, not too much metal. I mean, I guess you can clean it up, but you really want to clean it up before using your polymer clay. But they're really pretty at going back to a polish, you guys. No joke. So like here, look, I won't even put compound on. Okay, no compound, right? So whatever was on this wheel, and you saw there wasn't much, look at how quick I can get a polish. Look at how quick, whatever was already on there, and there wasn't much. But that's how fine of a finish you get with the microfinishing film. So yes, you can use them on metal, absolutely. And to get some of those rub marks off, just use the magic buff. This one has no compound necessary. So you just hold it right here, make sure there's no compound anywhere, and you just go like that, and you get that beautiful high polish. You see that? Yeah. So That is a really good question. So yes, the answer is you can use the microfinishing films for metal. In oh, I have some actually. Let me show you guys. They're actually in one of my trays. We pull them off. This is the 4-inch size right here, and this is some in the tray. This is what they look like, the microfinishing films. However, I really recommend you using them with the bump-on cushion for metal. Yeah, with bump-on. But manufacturers love microfinishing film because it leaves such a fine, fine finish behind. But the only drawback with the microfinishing films on metal is they don't last very long. That's it. They perform beautifully, but they don't last long. That's why I lean you guys towards the Trizac wheels right here. Remember these Trizac wheels? And if you don't remember what those are, let me show you something really quick. So if you have something that is just like so, overhead cam, yeah, real quick. Okay, and so let's say that you have some nastiness. I'm just going to take the 80 grit. Let me make some nastiness real quick. Real quick, you guys, let me show you guys something. So you guys see that right there? Let me go ahead and darken this up. I have no idea what I'm about to do. I love how nothing is planned, you guys. People like spend hours and days planning their YouTube lives. I just fly by the seat of my pants. So here you go. Ready? Say you want to do something like this. Remember how we did something like this last time? So let's say you have something really nasty. So the surface like this is really, really nasty. Let me make them a little shorter. Oh, they're so cute, these little suckers. Okay, so here you guys go. Look what I just did. La 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 la. I put like little facets on it. But the Trizac, oh, before I do that, let me do something cool. I'm going to use the scrubby to give a pretty satin finish on the sides. We'll actually make this into a like a designer piece, you guys. You know how we've been doing that these days. Look at how pretty that scrubby. Oh, it's so fluid. Just sits right there. La 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 la. Yes, a question. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to show you guys the Trizac wheels. So I'm going to show you guys how these Trizac wheels perform. Yes, go ahead. The bump-on are this perfect. So do you guys see how there's like a plastic, like a rubber cushion in between the abrasive and the back pad? So I'm going to show you what that looks like in real life. Hold on, give me a second, boys and girls. It's okay, here, I'll actually grab that same. So this is a bump-on material by 3M. As you can see, it really says bump-on. It's made by 3M. It's expensive little weasel. But they use this for shock absorption in aerospace and in racing. So you would stick this on the backing plate like so. Then you would peel this off and stick it on here so it sandwiches in between the hard and the abrasive, allowing you to do dome surfaces smoothly, and it allows the abrasives to have a very long lifespan. Does that answer that? Okay, so let's keep going. So let me show you guys you can get some of the same finishes on Trizac that you do on microfinishing film, but Trizac is going to last way longer than and it takes those deep scratches off. Do you guys see? Actually, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Like, that's not a joke, guys. Look at how zoomed in that is. So I just want you guys to see how scratched that is. So you see how it gets rid of all those beat up scratches? That's what I want you guys to see. You see how rough that 80 grit was? And then just holding it there, letting the wheel do it. And do you notice how I zhuzh it up and down? I don't slide off the wheel. Stay in the center and zhuzh it. Nicole, stay in the center and zhuzh it. Nicole just got these. So, oh shoot, that's actually nice. So check that out, you guys. And so the two next steps will take it to a polish. Yeah, go ahead. Yes. So the ones you got from JTV do have bump on. Yes. No, I don't need to be zoomed in. Do I need to be zoomed in? You can zoom out. Yara's going to be my camera. I've been doing both. Working on the Jooltool. I'm just like a one-trick pony here. But do you see how quick you guys can do this? It's not hours of work. Like, it's not a hammering method where it's going to take you forever to get to that. You're already there. Boom. Duk, 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 duk. You guys see? And then the next step will actually take it to more of a shine. So that was the fine. And this is the very fine. So you guys, this is a 5 micron at like similar to a 3000 grit, but even finer. But you guys see, this will like, it grinds evenly. And it'll last you so much longer than any other 5 micron out on the world, honestly. So let me darken this. So if you were to run a 5 micron abrasive at 5,000 RPM, you guys, guess what's going to happen? Does anyone know what's going to happen to that abrasive? Yeah, it's not going to last long. But this is the same one I've been using day after day here, you guys. Day after day. Same one. You just use a little light pressure and get these amazing finishes. And there you guys go. Pull it out. There you go. And look at that finish, you guys. It looks like I did like some crazy kind of hammering technique. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Isn't that nuts? Could you imagine wearing this? Oh God, what a big arm I have. And you can like, no, it's actually really pretty. So instead of having something like, okay, that's boring. Hey guys. Here I am thinking I'm going to wear a bracelet. Meanwhile, my fat wrist. But do you guys see how cool that looks? Like, that's not a joke. Can you imagine if someone's wearing this and if they're going, hi, so I went to the market and over there is in your eyes like going, what the fudge? How did she do that? Instead of something you're used to seeing, which is something like this. Wait, where am I? Right here. Something that's just, plain Jane, thank you, ma'am. Then you have like the little... It looks like you don't even know. Is it hammered? How did she do that? What? That's what the Trizact does. It gives you phenomenal finishes at a fraction of the time, and they last a long time. So they're pretty. So you can polish everything. I just kind of like the contrast between the satin finish and the polish in the center. Whatever floats your boat, you guys. There's no rules here. I hold no rules, as everyone knows. What else? So micro finishing question, everything's good? I had a question, you guys, not that long ago, is if I have a curved surface, how do I do something that's got, you guys can actually see that from my hair. You guys see how it's got a loop? This is actually a James Avery piece. They actually sent that to me. Yeah. Thanks for the super close-up ugly shot of this in my hair. Okay. Thanks, Yarrow. So anyways, you guys, let me show you a technique. So actually, the camera's good there, Yarrow. If you can do a side view, I'm going to show how I do it. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm going to actually find a little spot, like a seat. And once you're there, you're going to go rump, 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 rump. And you're going to shift rump, rump. You're almost going to be like feathering it in and riding the edge. So if you stay there, I don't know which one you want to use, but I'm going to hold it right. Oh, let me put some compound on. So this is good, actually. If you guys have like a black little spot right there, that means you need some compound. That's a no bueno. And since we're working on the edge, don't forget to put. So look, the second I touch it now with compound, look at how I get a shine already. So just hold it there. So you get that. Now we're going to move in. Oh, yeah, baby. So keep going. And if you can't go all the way to the edge, so that's that. You see that? So if you can't go all the way to the edge, flip it around and just do go from the other end. Do you know what I mean? And you can go all the way. I'll keep going. And if you feel you need some more compound. It's getting black. Add some. It'll help you tremendously. There you go. Do you guys see that? See? Okay, so now someone always asks me too, how do you get into the crevices here? This is where my 2-inch friends come into play. My 2-inch friends are good friends. It doesn't matter. I don't care whatever one. So these are great at getting into all those little nookie and crannies. You see how those get into all those nooks and crannies? Oh yeah, look at that. Overhead shot, lovely. And then use the green brush. If I could find it, would be nice, but I can because I'm organized. Okay, there you go. Okay, see how pretty that is? See how shiny, shiny? I mean, you can go over this, but since it's so flat, you guys, I don't recommend the green brush per se. Maybe I would hit it with the magic buff, for example. You know, the one that doesn't need compound. Just hold it just lightly like this and just give it a nice little polish. Ooh! And you can flip it around. Oh my God, you guys, it's so pretty. Just hold it there. Don't push. And again, if there's some crap on your buff, just take some sandpaper and kind of clean it up, because after a while it just gets in. You can just keep going and cleaning that up. There you go. So I just said how to clean the magic buff. So your magic buff, after a while, it'll have a combination of a lot of metals. So what you want to do is, you can do two things. You can either grab any kind of sandpaper, or you can grab your purple and go like this. Ready? So you can, the whole idea is to kind of break it apart, the fibers, and clean it up. Do you guys see that? Or you can just take this, bend it, put your finger in between. And if you don't want to put your finger in between, you know, use something. What did I use last time? I used a pen. You know, hold this here. You can even run it slower to get into the fibers. You guys see now how it's like much more flexible. And that's kind of good too, to get in there. I didn't, this is with the fan on. Look how it tucks all this. So this is it slow. You guys see that? Just clean it up. Very nice. And then that's that. Always good to clean your stuff. Always good. Always good. You know, you mix metals. Some metals have some weird oil, some gross, you know, fire scale. Clean it up. It's always good to have clean stuff. What else? So Sarah asked to demonstrate how this can be used on small items. I don't know, Sarah, what you mean. If you want to give me a little bit more details, or even pop a picture of the small item you're talking about. I do really good with pictures, you guys. Even off your phone, just plop a picture, because I don't know what you mean by a small item. I mean, a small item could be something like this. You know what I mean? Oh, this is a good one. I'll do that. I'll demonstrate how to clean up this nasty casting in another video. Look at that. I don't even know what this is for. So yeah, what else? So the 2-inch wheels are really good at getting into this area. I did this actually once at a jewelry show. I showed a customer how to get in there. Yesterday I ground that down with the 80 grit. Oh, so to get into the, I did it already. So you get into those hard to reach areas and you can get a polish in them between. But the top, what happened? Okay, so you guys, hey, listen. Give me a full shot. If you guys have the 4-inch wheels, 4-inch wheels, what's happening, Yarrow? Okay, if you have the 4-inch wheels, you guys, run it at medium speed. Medium speed. If you run these bad boys at full speed, it's like a helicopter. Your Jooltool is going to take off and lift off and fly away. No, I'm kidding. It's not really going to do that. But it's really fast. It's the speed really is like this is at full speed. Like it's like a wind tunnel here, you know? So run it at medium speed so your abrasives last longer. So right here, you guys, overhead cam. So right here, you see how you can really get a nice even hit. I had ground this down yesterday, but do you see how Trizac is so yummy? Trizac really gives you really like flat hits. It's just delicious. So you see how I'm working with the Trizac? I work in the center. You work in the center. And if it's pulling on one side, flip it around to give it an even hit. Guys, look at that. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you. See how perfect, crisp that is? Yeah. Okay. So what I mean by medium, Yara, you're going to have to give me a side shot of this. Okay. Oh, here's that bezel. Remember that bezel we worked on yesterday? No, the side shot of the button. Pay attention, Yarrow. No, I'm kidding. I just was like, remember that bezel we worked on yesterday? If you guys missed this bezel polishing, you guys should watch it. It was yesterday's show. So this is off, obviously. So this is at full speed. Ready? You can hear it where it stops. I can't open it anymore, right? Okay, you guys see that? So I'm basically going to take it and bring it down a little slower. So maybe around like quarter-inch turn. Quarter-inch turn towards you. Quarter turn, yeah. You guys can hear it. Like, listen. Okay, here's my mic. Ready? That's full speed. Oh, yeah, wind tunnel. Woo! And then, guys hear that? Just slow it down just a little. So, not full speed, just a little. Hope that helps. Okay, so guys, any other questions? I have some exciting stuff coming up, you guys, in the videos to come. Really good stuff coming. Everyone wants to be a part of my videos. So, I'll be bringing in some new products so you guys can see. One, again, is going to be, I'm going to demonstrate how to set a bezel with the Fordham handpiece. And this will be up on my website. You know, you guys, I am a Fordham dealer because if I wasn't, the owner would like come and beat me. I'm kidding. We're really good friends. And I just want you to know I can give you guys some really good deals on some Fordham items. If you guys are looking for anything, just let me know. I'll just put in an order and have it sent to you directly. No worries about that. But other than that, I'm going to show how to work on this flexible hammer handpiece, and I'm going to be using the different heads. So all the different anvils, I'll show you guys how to do those around the bezel setting. Make it easier so you don't have to be pushing with your hand and stuff. Who wants to do that? Anything else, Kristen, before I sign off? Yeah, with the eraser, wait, what grade, what size? So the question is, so someone says that they have the 3-inch wheel and they on the scratch eraser wheels, which are these, you guys. And sanding wheels. Her sanding wheels are these. Is she talking about the purple wheels? We don't know. So these items are designed to be used at full speed on the 3-inch. They really are, because remember, these burnish the metal, move the metal. So you kind of want to generate some kind of speed and a little bit of warmth to move the metal. So I highly recommend you turn those up higher speed. Your scratch erasers should be run at high speed to get optimal results. And your grinding wheels cut beautifully at higher speeds. They're designed for cutting at higher speeds. So, but the lovely thing about the Jooltool is you have a variable speed control, so you can adjust it depending on your comfort level. So if you're comfortable at that speed, I don't want to deter you away from it, but just know that you can run it at higher speeds, especially the scratch erasers. And then, what else we got? We're good? Okay, you guys, I will see you guys here tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a giveaway, so be tuned. Be sure to tune in for Friday giveaway. Friday! Yay, it's Friday. I'm so confused. I don't even know what day it is these days. Like, I have to look at my phone. Oh, look what I had on my screen. Ellen, Gone, is that how you say? Ellen Gone just posted that she got her, yeah, I think it can, and I wrote a little note, you guys. When I package something, I usually write a little note. I said, stay happy and healthy. She just posted this. So she bought the Trizac kit, and she bought the polymer clay for dome pieces. So she said she just got it, and she's so excited. So yay, Ellen, I'm so excited for you. You guys keep posting what you guys get, how you guys are using stuff. I love to hear it. And once you guys start using, if you have any questions, know that you guys have a support system here. I'm not letting you guys fly solo. I'm your co-pilot. So you guys, I appreciate all the love. Don't forget, I'll be launching our new sale, our customer appreciation sale. So there's going to be lots of goodies in there. And don't forget, you guys, my organizers are available still. We're running a little low on stock because you guys are lovely. But get them before there's none left, honestly. I just really want to emphasize that. Anyways, all is good in the world. Wish you guys all safe and happiness and good health. Keep your joy and spirits elevated. That's all we can do, you guys. And I'll see you guys here tomorrow for Friday giveaway. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm Anie, and everything that I showed here can be found at jooltool.com.